2. Henry Kissinger's prophecy of Israel's destruction. Henry Kissinger is a former United States Secretary of State who served from 1973 to 1977. In addition to being known as a foreign policy expert, he is also known as a Holocaust survivor. Foreign Minister Lavrov reveals Russia's differences with Western countries, alludes to the Berlin Wall. Kissinger, who was born in Germany, May 27, 1923, the son of Louis Kissinger and Paula. His parents were German Jews who were victims of Nazi persecution. The good news is that Kissinger and his family survived after moving to the United States in 1943. After officially changing citizenship, he briefly served in the army during World War II. In his later life, Kissinger was also often involved in controversy. An example is when predicting the destruction of Israel in the future. Henry Kissinger's prophecy of the destruction of Israel. 1. Israel will be destroyed if the United Arab States. Kissinger's prophecy about the destruction of Israel was revealed in 2012. The statement appeared in an article by New York Post columnist Cindy Adams. In short, Kissinger said that Israel will disappear in the next few years. The prediction is based on strategic political analysis. On one of his references, Kissinger took up a study conducted by the U.S. intelligence community, IC, entitled, Preparing for a Post-Israeli Middle East. He cited the report's description of several factors that could potentially lead to Israel's destruction in the future. One of them was when the Arab states were united. In relation, Israel is said to be destroyed when it is no longer able to survive in its war in Gaza. This is in line with the emergence of solid support from Islamic countries for Palestine. The reason does sound reasonable, especially the Islamic countries around Palestine have great influence and resources. However, until now there has been no sign that these countries will unite in support of Palestinian freedom. Trump, Israel will be destroyed in 2 years if Kamala Harris becomes U.S. President too. Israel is destroyed if the U.S. can no longer support it. The second factor has to do with the United States as a close ally. Kissinger thought that when Washington could no longer support Israel from the onslaught of its neighbors, Tel Aviv would end. Again, the reason makes sense. During this time, the U.S. has become a loyal ally of Israel who has always supported and defended it from international condemnation. Losing U.S. support would leave Israel weakened and without protection. This cause could potentially be realized given that Washington is already running out of patience with the stubborn actions of Tel Aviv. For example, the ceasefire in Gaza. Although the U.S. side called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the Israeli side always ignored the appeal and continued to act at will. The U.S. may lose patience and decide not to support Israel. This can also be done given the growing international pressure on the country nicknamed the Land of Uncle Sam. For the record, Kissinger's prophecy about the destruction of Israel was revealed in 2012. At that time, he predicted that it would happen about 10 years after the prediction, which means that it would fall in 2022. Even if it doesn't happen in 2022, the plausible reasons in Henry Kissinger's predictions may come true in the future. Not 2022 or 2024 now, maybe a few more years down the road.